Emily always believed she and her husband, Noah, were that couple the kind people pointed at and said, "They're meant for each other." They laughed together, cooked together, shared inside jokes that nobody else understood. For 7 years, they were each other's safe place. At least, that's what she thought. Noah worked at a marketing firm in Seattle. He was charming, reliable, the kind of man who brought flowers randomly, just because Emily trusted him with her whole heart. But sometimes, betrayal doesn't walk loudly. Sometimes it comes quietly, hidden in the backseat of a car. It began on a normal Thursday. Noah came home late again. He walked in with his tie crooked and his shirt slightly wrinkled, which wasn't unusual. But that day, something else caught Emily's eye. A tiny pale stain on his collar. "Noah, what's that?" she asked softly. He laughed too quickly. "Coffee spill at the office. Don't worry about it." Emily smiled back, but something heavy settled in her chest, the kind of heaviness you feel only when your heart whispers the truth. Your mind refuses to accept. 2 days later, Noah rushed out for work and forgot to take his laptop bag. Emily thought she'd drop it off at his office on her way to the grocery store. She walked to the driveway, opened the passenger side door to put the bag inside, and froze. There, on the floor mat, lay something that didn't belong to her. A bra, black, laced, expensive looking. Beside it a matching panty, the type Emily never wore. Her heart stopped. Her breath stopped. Time stopped. For a long minute, she just stood there holding the bag against her chest, staring at the 2 pieces of clothing that screamed the truth no woman ever wants to learn. Her knees weakened. Her fingers went cold. Her mouth felt dry. Because you don't find another woman's bra and panty in your husband's car by accident. And suddenly, the tiny stain on his collar wasn't a coffee spill. It was a lie. A quiet, cruel lie. Emily sat in the car seat, her hands shaking as she dialed Noah's number. He answered casually, "Hey love, what's up?" Her voice was small but steady. "Noah, whose things are in your car?" Silence. A deep, heavy, guilty silence. Then a soft sigh, the kind that tells you everything even before the words come. I'm sorry." 2 words. Just 2. And they destroyed an entire marriage. Emily felt something inside her chest crack slowly, painfully, like a glass picture frame falling in slow motion. "We were happy," she whispered. "Why did you do this? Why her?" Noah's voice trembled. "It just happened. She's a coworker. I made the biggest mistake of my life." Mistake. How easily men use that word for things that shatter a woman's whole existence. Emily placed the phone down and cried, not loudly, not dramatically, just softly, like her soul was leaking through her eyes. She wasn't angry. Anger would have been easier. She was heartbroken. And heartbreak is slow. Heartbreak is quiet. Heartbreak kills you in seconds, but lets your body live through it. When Noah came home that night, he tried to explain. He cried. He begged. He held his head in his hands. But trust is like a mirror. Once broken, you can pick up the pieces, but the cracks never disappear. Emily looked at him for a long moment, the man she once loved with her whole world. "Noah," she whispered, "you didn't just cheat with her. You killed the version of me who believed in you." And she walked away, not out of weakness, but out of strength. Sometimes leaving is the strongest thing a woman can ever do. 3 months later, Emily wasn't the same woman. She wasn't soft anymore. She wasn't blind. She had a new job, a new apartment, new friends. But most importantly, she had a new strength inside her, one she never knew she possessed. People asked what changed her, and she always answered with a small, sad smile. "A bra and a panty, and a truth I was meant to see." Because sometimes a relationship breaks painfully, So a woman can rebuild beautifully. And Emily did. Piece by piece, pain by pain, day by day. She didn't just survive. She became unbreakable.